couple of days to really reflect on the game, reflect individually, and then as a group. But yeah, I think the most important thing for us was not doubting what we're doing, knowing that what we've been doing has been going pretty well for us. Maybe just fixing up some minor details, obviously, from that game. So really looking to improve from that game, and now after having a good couple days of training, I think everyone's ready to get back into the game already and bounce back from the last weekend.
Alex Calabrese from MIR 97 Media. Mauri, I know that was a very difficult game, like we've discussed. How much do you personally look back in terms of like game film, thinking about it mentally, or is it really just focusing on the next one?
Yeah, I think, like I said, you kind of reflect on the game. Me personally, I watch the game back, try to figure out exactly what went wrong. Obviously, in the game, you want to try to fix those things as soon as possible. But looking back, you want to also reflect, as I do for pretty much any game, win or loss. But yeah, not get stuck on that too often or too much for too much time. Just like as if we win a game, just watch it back, learn from it, and move on. And know that the next weekend is going to be another tough game. So I think that's the most important thing for us. It's just to look past that game and be ready for the next challenge. It's going to be a very difficult one for us. So we're all excited to bounce back and for another difficult game that's coming up.
Tim Hasim, Minute Red 97. Thank you for the time. So we talked about your connection to some of the other homegrowns. There's a lot of young players in the squad, and you are now the most seasoned player, the player that's been here the longest. Does that do you feel like more responsibility after a result like this to kind of shepherd the young players through the emotions and get ready for this next game against Orlando?
Yeah, for sure. I think for everyone, it's very emotional when you lose a game like that. So it's a time to reflect, but it's also a time to, like you said, to get the guys together, to make sure everyone's in the correct headspace and ready to go for the next game. So I think, like you said, a lot of young guys on the team that are looking up to me now, and a lot of the other older guys. So yeah, it's our job to kind of keep a smile and let them know that, we have another game coming up and we can't be too down on ourselves or anything like that. So just trying to get the energy back in training and get everyone focused and ready for the next game.
Alex Campbell from CHGO. Maury, every season, you've been the longest tenured person here, as Tim mentioned. Every season, every coach, you seem to find a way to establish yourself in the team, to be a really central figure as the season goes on. What would you credit to yourself as a player that no matter the circumstances, no matter the year, you're always able to carve out a role for yourself in the team and become an important leader on a consistent basis? Yeah,
I think the important thing for me is just bringing the right attitude, the right work ethic every single day, every single time we have preseason, if you want to say that, just being prepared in the off season for the next season and trying to be as consistent as I can, trying to be a reliable player for my teammates, for the coaches. That's really what I try to do. Just work my hardest, be approachable, be helpful for the younger guys, for the older guys, and really try to help the team in any way that I can. Yeah, I related back to the last question, this trying to be a consistent player, a reliable player that whenever the team needs you in any form, obviously every player likes to be on the field at all times, but that's not always going to happen with a large and competitive squad. But yeah, anytime that I could be on the field and help or come off the bench and help the team, that's what I'm always looking forward to. Yeah, it's hard for our fans. We always want to give our best on the field. We always want to give them a good result, something to celebrate and be happy about. Obviously, it was a difficult result for us on Saturday, but just know that the team's going to keep working. This is not how we've been playing or how we've been representing ourselves throughout the beginning of the season. So just let them know that we're going to keep working hard and hope to get a good result for them this weekend.
Joe Chaz on Type Sports. Mari, I'm curious, what about Orlando has intrigued you as you are studying and looking at them ahead for this weekend? Obviously, a team that has the ability to score, though they haven't necessarily done that in droves this year.
Yeah, I think we expect a very difficult game. Like I said, they've always been a team that we've had good games against, so we expect nothing less this weekend. But I think the major focus this week has been on us, obviously, bouncing back from the game and just like it is every week, just focusing on how we could perfect our game plan and our energy, our intensity going into the game. So I think that's the main focus for us.
One more from me. So, obviously the focus right now is the game on Saturday, but there's also a game midweek coming up, the team's first of the season. You've been around the club. Your brother has a history, like both, brothers have histories with the club. Can you talk a little bit about what it means for the team to be back in the U.S. Open Cup this year with the game coming up against Detroit less than a week from now?
Yeah, it means a lot. Obviously, we're focused on the game this Saturday, but yeah, the Open Cup is very exciting for, I think, any MLS player, any MLS team that gets to compete in it. Obviously, I know the history of the MLS, of the Open Cup. So it's very exciting to play any team in that competition, and anytime you're playing a knockout or a single elimination tournament, it makes it that much more fun. So we're looking forward to that game as well, and hopefully get the cup in that.
One more from me, Mauri. So you're one of the very few Fire homegrowns who was a center back, and when you came through at least. So what advice would you give to Christopher Cupps as he's potentially going to be playing a bigger role this season after his debut?
Yeah, he's such a mature player for a 16-year-old. Yeah, so to try to picture myself when I was 16, to see myself as put together as he is, it's like crazy to think about. But yeah, I think his mind is right. He's so open to instruction, which is really good. So yeah, I think just continue to work the way he is. I think he's doing a great job in preseason. He did a great job. He's doing a great job now. He's humble. He's hardworking. He's always in the gym. So yeah, I can't really give him much advice because he's already doing all the right things. But at the same time, on the field, he's very open to anything that I ever talk to him about. So it's great to see that from a young player.
Thank you. And now we'll finish with a question from Zoom from Jim Alexander from Real Talker. Jim?
Hey, Mauricio. Wanted to throw on a week like this, you're going to play 3 games in a span of 7 days, albeit they'll be here at home. How do you sort of prepare and shift focus when you have 3 games in a week coming up? Does it change for you personally as a player, preparation, or do you do anything different as opposed to having sort of the 1 game a week?
I'm not gonna lie. Until I came in here, I didn't even know we had 3 home games. I think that kind of shows what we're kind of focused on right now. I think we just take it day by day, trying to get the most out of every single day in training, trying to get the most out of ourselves, out of the team, to improve, to be the best that we can every day. And then also just take it game by game. So yeah, I'm sorry that I wasn't prepared for that. I didn't even know about the 3 home games, but it definitely doesn't change any way that I personally prepare, or I think the rest of the team. But yeah, just taking it day by day, preparing every game as it comes, and just go from there.